Hello and welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Game 2 of the 2017 NBA Finals is over, and yet another wide margin of victory as the Golden State Warriors beat the Cleveland Cavaliers by a score of 132 to 113. And man, look, I had the Warriors winning this series for a reason. They're just too good. The duo of Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry is just being way too dominant. And then when you throw in Klay Thompson, who today finally got hot, when you throw in Draymond Green, who had a couple big threes today, when you throw in Andre Iguodala and Sean Livingston and Matt Barnes and David West, their team is just too good. Even Zaza Pachulia's clown ass. They just become way too good, and you saw that today. Now, what I really quick want to do is just get rid of the excuse that people are going to give today for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and specifically LeBron James, who, by the way, played great today. Okay, I don't want to be too critical of LeBron, but tomorrow what you're going to hear is that LeBron doesn't have enough help, because this is the go-to argument with LeBron. And sometimes it's true, sometimes it's false. Today, it's false. He had plenty of offensive help. The Cavs put up 113 points today. Kevin Love put up 27 points. Kyrie Irving, yes, he did not shoot the ball well, but he put up 19. And you can't expect Irving and Love to shoot well every day. You just can't expect that, right? Why did the Cavs lose this game? Because they let up 132 points. It has nothing to do with what the Cavs did offensively. It's all about what the Cavs did defensively, and they were terrible defensively today. And Kevin Durant continues to kill the Cleveland Cavaliers. And although we are at a point in the season to where there aren't really one-on-one matchups all the time because so many switches happen on a possession-to-possession basis, when you look at the rosters, who is LeBron James' assignment? It's Kevin Durant. And this guy continues to go off, and it's on LeBron to slow down Kevin Durant. Now, again, offensively, and in terms of rebounding and passing and everything, LeBron played great today, but he's not covering Kevin Durant well, and that's a problem. The first game, he had 8 turnovers. Today, he only had 4, but that still hurts, and then he just can't cover Kevin Durant right now, and that is really killing his team. Kevin Love also really can't cover Kevin Durant, but Love is really more matched up with Draymond Green. That's what my eyes are telling me. That's what I'm seeing. And even when LeBron James was switching on Stephen Curry, he had troubles guarding Stephen Curry, as Curry, for once in my life, I haven't seen Curry do this, he took LeBron one-on-one and kind of put him to school, okay? Kind of sent him to school, was using his ball handles, his dribbles a little bit, blew past LeBron, and was able to get the layup off the glass and in the hole. I thought it was going to get blocked by LeBron, but he finally got beat, and there you got to see that, yes, LeBron James is 32. I think a 23-year-old LeBron James probably blocks that, but 32 LeBron, not so much. Again, LeBron played well. If I had to grade this performance, I'd give it an A-. His last performance at B+. But we are now having a conversation if LeBron James is the greatest player in NBA history. And when we're talking about that, we are going to be really critical. People always say, why are you so critical when you're talking about LeBron? Well, we're trying to talk about him being the greatest of all time. And to be the greatest of all time, there's a significant amount of check marks that you need to check off, and you need to be great almost every night on both sides of the floor. LeBron's defense has not been good enough lately. To me, it continues to hurt the Cleveland Cavaliers. But beyond LeBron, Irving didn't play great today. But again, he's not going to shoot well every game. No one's going to shoot well every game. This was just a Kyrie Irving game where he just really wasn't getting it going. By the way, one thing on LeBron, he only shot 18 times, fewer times than Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. If he really felt that, man, I have no help, then shoot more, right? Because he shot 66% tonight. If he would have shot 28 shots, then perhaps the Cavs put up more points. But again, the Cavs are not losing because they didn't do enough offensively, but that's just one thing to note. But yeah, Kyrie Irving didn't have the best game. I expect him and Kevin Love to both bounce back a little more next game, although Kevin Love had a very good game today, honestly. I mean, he was hitting shots that I didn't think he would hit anymore. And again, it just goes to show that Kevin Love is still pretty freaking good. Okay, he still has a lot of nice tools to his arsenal offensively. The Cleveland bench, it's not been great. Okay, so Darren Williams, he only comes in at sporadic moments, really doesn't do anything. Channing Frye hasn't done anything. Richard Jefferson is just old at this point. Derek Williams, I'm not sure why he's getting minutes. He's not getting many minutes, but he just looks awful out there. He has a terrible haircut. He looks terrible. Iman Shumpert was really aggressive today, and I don't know why. Dude, you're not good. He was shooting way too many shots to me. Dante Jones, James Jones, and Kyle Korver, this guy's been really disappointing. He's not looking for a shot, and they're not looking to find Kyle Korver. You have right now a situation where LeBron took 18 shots, Kevin Love took 23 shots, Kyrie Irving took 23 shots, and not many shots can go elsewhere. So I'm a little hesitant to just blame the bench. It's not like the bench is taking a lot of shots and they're missing. I think these three are really dominating the ball. But again, the Cavs did not lose today because of their offensive issues. They lost today because of their defensive issues. Now let's move on to the Golden State Warriors, who won this game today. And let's start with Kevin Durant. Okay, the snitch, the snake, whatever people want to call him. Look, the guy is great. And I'm a Kevin Durant fan, man. I like this guy. You know, he shot out his mom and he won the MVP. The guy is humble, man. And how dare us, honestly, or at least some of y'all, I never did this, but for telling this man, hey, you can't change workplaces. Can you imagine if anyone in your real life told you, hey, you want to change workplace? You want to go work from this company, from McDonald's to Burger King? No, you can't do that. I'm sorry. What? Excuse me, this is my life and this is his life and this is the decision that he made, and I support him because now you're getting to see what kind of talent this guy has when he's surrounded by unselfish players, okay, better players than he had it for OKC, and he's having a fun time playing basketball, and he is an integral part of this basketball team. I saw someone tweet that, hey, the Warriors don't really need Kevin Durant. I think they do to beat the Cavs, because I think without Kevin Durant, let's say they start Harrison Barnes, I think this will be a split right now. I don't think the Warriors will be up 2-0. That's just my personal belief. There's no way to prove that, but that's my personal belief, and I'll stick with it. Kevin Durant's great. Okay, the guy is just scoring in all kinds of ways, hitting threes, hitting, you know, and ones. He's passionate. And did I tell y'all, and this series is not over, by the way. I'm about to get into that a little more in a second. But didn't I tell y'all, dude, the Warriors, they just want this more than the Cavs. Okay, period. J.R. Smith, he don't want this, man. Like, who wants it more, Klay Thompson or J.R. Smith? Klay Thompson. Who wants it more? Let's say Kyrie Irving or Steph Curry. I'd argue Steph Curry because he wants to prove himself. He has a lot to prove. LeBron and KD is pretty much a wash, but I think KD wants it a little bit more. The Warriors are just hungry. They even have David West coming off the bench, who is hungrier than anyone coming off of the bench for the Cleveland Cavaliers other than Kyle Korver, right? They're just hungrier. They want it, and this is why the Warriors are going to win this series to me. Beyond Durant, Steph Curry played pretty well today. I'd say even really well. He didn't shoot it as well as I would like, as he was only 7 for 17, okay? But the way he was making plays in terms of just all over the basketball court, like he was down low, getting rebounds, getting steals, making plays all over the basketball court. Now, he had 8 turnovers today, which is way too many, but he had 11 assists to go along with that and 10 rebounds. He put up a triple-double in one of his better finals performances, and he's really excelling in the number 2 role to Kevin Durant to me. And it's not a complete number 2 role. Let's call it maybe a number 1B, because Kevin Durant does leave the court, and then once he's off the court, you can see Stephen Curry really step up and really do nice things for Golden State. But I think Curry is clearly the number 2 to Kevin Durant, at least 1B. Okay, and he's being very good in this role, because now Steph Curry is not being, you know, having a lot of attention drawn to him throughout the entire game. He's able to get open much more consistently. I think he has easier shots this series than he had last series. Okay, I don't think that's really close thus far through 2 games. I think that's been the case. I have to go back and check, but from what I'm seeing, I think he has a lot more uncontested shots, and he got to the free throw line today. Last game didn't get to the free throw line. Today he did. He had 14 out of 14 free throws. Again, he was just involved to where he was getting fouls, because he was, you know, down low, looking for balls, reaching for balls, getting down and dirty, and helping his team a lot today. I was really impressed by Stephen Curry. what a bounce back for Klay Thompson as he went 8 for 12, and a very good game for him. I mean, again, he's been cold. He averaged 11 points per game in the last series, way too low. Now he put up 22. He shot it really well, and he had this one Klay Thompson 3 where I'm like, yeah, that's Klay Thompson, where somehow he got the ball real quick, just shot it in a blur, and it went in. I was like, okay, Klay Thompson's back, because he's been hesitating just a little bit, but whenever he just shoots with no hesitancy, he's so fast, he's so quick, he ain't got a chance if it's gonna go in. Zaza Pachulia is still a clown. This guy was not looking for the ball at times. The Warriors had significant amount of turnovers today, and Zaza Pachulia at times he would just have a pass thrown to him, he wouldn't see it, it'd bounce off of his back. They need to fix that issue right now. Draymond Green hit a couple of big threes, but he had 5 fouls. Okay, so this still was not a perfect game from the Warriors. A lot of turnovers, and they got into foul trouble. Draymond Green had 5, Kevin Durant had 4, Steph Curry had 3, and Durant had 3, I want to say, by halftime. I have to go back and check that, but I want to say. So they had to clean that part of their game up, but beyond that, man, the Warriors just showed their dominance today. Oh, by the way, someone tell Ian Clark of the Warriors to stop shooting threes. I don't know why he loves shooting threes. Anyway, it was a great game for the Warriors, man. And let me tell you this series is not over, okay? The Warriors were up 2-0 last year. And let me tell you right now, I will go ahead and predict that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to win Game 3. Because I saw today when this game was close, the Cavs still have a lot of firepower, and they're not that far off from the Warriors. They're far off, but they're not 4-0 being swept far off. They're like 4-1. Okay, I projected before this series that the Warriors would win in 6 games, and now I have it being 5 because I thought the Cavs would steal either Game 1 or Game 2. Now I say no way the Cavs can win both Games 3 and 4. I just don't see it. I won't say no way. I just don't see it. I won't predict it. I do predict now the Warriors will win Game 4 and then win Game 5 and close out the series. That's what I predict. But the Cavs, I think, will win. I think they'll win Game 3. I think Kyrie will show up. I think he and LeBron will have, let's say they combine for 70-plus points. They show up and they win Game 3. If they don't, obviously the series is over. Or pretty much over because this is Golden State. They have blown the occasional lead, but it is pretty much over. And we could be talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers getting swept. Oh my goodness, I don't think we're going to talk about that, but there is a good possibility now, more so than there has been. I remember heading into this game, the Warriors were 9-point favorites, and they covered. So you can expect that the Warriors will actually be favored to win the next game. Again, I will pick the Cavs to win Game 3, but I think that is the only game I have them winning, and they could not. I mean, I think it's 50-50, and if they don't win it, then the series is most likely over. We're talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers being swept. And again, okay, when I look at LeBron James, okay, he's a great player and he's going to finish. To me, he's not yet a top 5 NBA player of all time. I can't put him there yet. I do have guys like Kareem, Magic over him right now, but he will finish top 5. But if he gets swept by the Warriors, no way can you put him over Michael Jordan. I just don't want to hear it. And yes, the Warriors have a super team. Yes, but so does LeBron James. As he has Kevin Love, who right before he went to Cleveland averaged 26 points per game. And Kyrie Irving, let's say Kyrie Irving was on his own team. Let's say he was playing for the Lakers. That boy would be averaging 28. Okay, he'd be averaging 28 and 8. Okay, for the LA Lakers. So he has a super team. He has Kevin Love and Kyrie and Kyle Korver coming off of the bench, and J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert and Richard Jefferson and Darren Williams, who was starting as a point guard to start this season. This is a starting point guard who's coming off of the bench for Cleveland. This is a super team. But there's a more super team on the other side of the court. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on Game 2 of the 2017 NBA Finals. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. I'm out. Peace.